starting with a circle piece of paper. So I just got a pot, drew around it on a normal piece of paper and cut it out. Then we want to find the center point because we're going to measure circles out from there. So to find the center, we just fold it in half once and in half again, which makes a quarter. Unfold it, and then we've got our center point here. So I'm just using normal objects to trace around. So I'm going to use a bowl. To get it so that it's going to be exactly in the center, I'm just measuring the diameter, which is how wide the bowl is. So this one's 13 centimeters. So half of 13 centimeters is 6.5. So put the half point of the measurement in the center. So 6.5 in the center of my circle. And then I mark 0 and 13. And I do it again on the other side. This is just to line it up as best we can, because the more accurate we are at this stage, the more accurate your end result's going to be. So if you had a geometry compass, you could just find the middle and trace out from there several circles, but this is for those of us who don't. So just lining it up as best as I can with those points and drawing around from there like that. So I want to end up with 3 circles. You can just draw around anything that's smaller. So I use this bowl and then a cup to get the outer circle, the middle circle, and 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things that you need to trace around. So this fraction mark here is our north. This quarter is our east. This quarter is our south, and this quarter is our west. Now I just want to draw some triangles in, but to get my measurements, I'm first going to find my 1/8 marks of my circle. So fold it back into my quarters again, and then fold it in half again. That'll give us 1/8. So this is, when you're folding, it can be a bit off center. So this is just to give us a light mark, and then refold it to get it flat, because all those layers sort of mess it up a bit. So you do want it to be as in half again when you're folding again. So draw a nice strong line through there, fold a nice strong line through there, and again. Now we've got 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to do my triangles. I want to go from my quarter line down to where my 1/8 line meets the circle. So I start up at my quarter line, line up my ruler with where the 1/8 line meets the circle, and draw a line down like that. And then I do the same thing on the other side. Just gets a nice equal triangular shape. Line it up. And then do the same for all of them. So we're going from the quarter lines to where the 1/8 line meets the circle. You can write in your fractions if you want to, if that'll help you keep track of where you're up to. Okay, now we've got lovely arrows pointing out to each of our quarters. We're going to do the same for our 1/8 lines now. So I'm just going to mark them so I don't lose them with all my drawing, because now I want to fold 16ths. So we've gone halves, quarters, 1/8ths, 16ths. Each time that denominator number is doubling, because we're going half of that fraction. So fold it in half again, and back into your quarters, into your 1/8ths, and then again we're just going to get that light mark for the 16th, and we're going to refold it all so that we have a nice strong line. I'm just going to go lightly mark it with my pencil so that I don't lose it. And if your line is not quite in the middle, then just you can fix it up with your folding. So I'm just going to refold all of those so that I've got a nice clean line. Alright, now we're going to start at our 1/8 marks. So I did my line a little bit longer so that I wouldn't sort of lose it. And we're going to go from our 8th out to where our 16th meets the triangle. So starting at the 8th, so the one that was in the middle of the south and east, out to where the 16th meets our quarter triangle. You do that again around here, you can see. So starting at the 8th, there's my 16th line, it meets the triangle there, join it up. I'm going to do that all the way around. Now we've got north, south, east, west, and we've got our northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest points there. So we're going to put in another lot of triangles. So you're just going about it the same way. We're going to fold in the middle here. So we've had quarters, we've had eighths, we've had sixteenths. Now we're going to have 1/32. So I'm just going to lightly fold again. It's getting really thick now, so it's really hard to be accurate, which is why you need to go back and just refold it again. So in the middle of these ones. So this time I'm starting from my 16th, going out to my 32nd, and I'm going to do it where my 32nd meets this circle here. Also happens to be where it meets the triangle, which is nice. You can keep going for as many triangles as you like. I'm going to keep going from here. From here I'm going to meet up with the circle next to it. Sorry, on the fraction line next to it. Just as long as you keep it consistent for every shape, you will be fine. So even though I'm not drawing all the way down to this circle here, that's actually where I'm lining up my ruler with. So as if I could draw the whole way through. I found it easier going like all the way round on one side because then you don't lose track of where you're up to and which fraction you're pointing to, which makes it easier. And back the other way. There we go. So all you need to do now is go over these lines in black and rub out the pencil, and you can color it in as you like. You can mark these points as well, and you can mark all your fractions in if you like. There you are. You could also draw a circle around like this if you wanted to end up with one more like this. There's another circle in around there, and there's also a center circle.